Uba asem na kofa asem yaba. Mini aba Nana Yaa Brefo ende it is say what responded to a year Endra. My message to you. Now I want to put this on record. What I said yesterday wasn't a joke. And sometimes people think, say, the way me TNT, sometimes people might think, say, yesterday I was being sarcastic or I'm saying this again. I want to help you with a car. That's it. It's a gesture I want. I saw your video and honestly, I like how you have been able to let people know the reality of Obefiso America. There are a lot of them here, they don't want to speak the truth. There are a lot of them here, they are struggling. But a hand time, any jabinti, they don't even want people to know the Omukum. But you see, in life, every single person, a Ghanaian in America, is a royal in Ghana. But according to you, they're different from Ifiensem. So when people travel and they are honest about what they see and how they see life, it is always good for you to find a way to help them get out of that shock or that experience na ebia wakumuda. You give a helping hand through support, through, if you can, financial help, if you can, through encouragement, and maybe if you have the connections, you connect them. So that is the only thing I ube to me say, oh, abruchre na ubiba. And abruchre is not about age. Abruchre is not about the book you know in Ghana. Abruchre is not about who you think you are in or you were. Maybe a freeba. Abruchre a totally different ball game altogether, especially the United States of America, a totally different place. Last time I can say, Oba America, visit here is one of the most beautiful places to live. Oba 1 week, 2 weeks, people don't really show you their real character because in their head, you are just coming to visit and that you're going to leave soon. So they don't see you as a burden. And every time people come to America to visit, America becomes one of the most nicest places for them because you get to go out, come, rest, go out again. You are able to move around, visit different people. And every single person you go to see is not burdened because our timelines now. You are going to be here for 3 days, 4 days. You are leaving. It's fine. They can work around that. You are going to be here for a week. They work around it. You get it? But then when you decide to live in America, it's a different thing. And people like us, me, I've traveled. I've lived in South Africa. I've lived in Portugal. I've lived in Sweden. I have gone around a little bit. And it is not easy. You see, in the past, traveling was a little bit like tossing a coin. Ubet me etu kwanko krubis now ni mobia uduti bubo no be a and they be store her under table. Now people are store her now the world has changed. You can't just enter somebody's country and feel say you can do any menial job or under table job and survive. It doesn't work like that, especially here. And the kind of America you cannot just come in and expect to say 1 day, 2 days things will work. It doesn't work like that. Until when people come here, and most importantly, they leave their ego. They leave it behind after they've seen the reality and they genuinely express their feelings about what they are seeing and what they are going through. That is the time we, people like us and people like you, if we have to help, we need to step in. And there are so many different ways of helping. Picking a phone to call somebody to ask them how they are doing in a day in the States when we are here with them, it's even bigger than even sometimes giving them financial support. Because America can eat you up. It can hit your brain. America can cut you into pieces. And when you see Nana Yaa Brefo, my own sister, boldly come on social media to tell the world that Nami Nipawi, right now, I have to try and fit into this. It's not a joke. There are lots and lots of them here who are carrying their egos around and they are struggling. They are. And you see, it is always good for you. It is always good to let people know your natural state. I'm not saying tell everybody your problems, all your problems, no. But sometimes it's good for you to let people know that this is where I am. This is the reality facing me. So whatever she did or said, people should not take it as, or pay attention. And I say, Philly say, about American tea, no, obiane how they handle things. This country, psychologically, about 70%, so when you're stronger, to take you down one time. It will take you down. And see, we need to get to that point where we need to be matured when it comes to seeing the reality. Me, my job I do here, it is my job. When I speak on somebody or I speak on issues or I decide to speak on people and their actions, I'm done. So I would like to tell my sister that her being just bold to even tell people that, you know me sure say, Obianim Ghana, Onim Nana Yaa Brefo, Ninim. At least people who have listened to radio and be on social media for some time now, obviously, almost every Ghanaian, almost about 60% of Ghanaians are active on radio and TV listening to. They know Nana Yaa Brefo. So do you expect Nana Yaa Brefo to come here and be a lesser of a person? I'm sorry to use that word, not like her as a person, but then the kind of person she is in Ghana, Wabe Drew Hano. You expect Nana Yaa Brefo to be there. But she has come to accept the reality. She has come to accept to say, I am somebody in Ghana, but here I need to adapt. And I am not bigger than that because people have come who, with all due respect, maybe normally bigger than me, Crampo, were able to force themselves, put their ego aside and adapt. That's it. So I would like to tell my sister, and today I did my checks. I think you are in the DMV area, either DC, Maryland, or Virginia. Somebody is going to call you. And when that person calls you, he's going to tell you, say, Kevin, I say, on Frel. The person is just going to ask you, say, oh, DC, oh, Maryland, and now, oh, Virginia. We just want to know where you are so that car now me person me organize them out. I will know where to deal with, the dealership to deal with to get you the car you need. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to get you a decent car, which is, with all due respect, better than what you're using now, which will make you comfortable to do what you want to do. A call will come through. And I'll go through somebody who I know definitely might know you to tell you. And from there, I will take it over from there. And I'll get you something very comfortable. Something that will make you also feel, say, you know what? When I'm taking my kid to this place, I'll feel comfortable. My kid will feel comfortable. My safety will be there. And then we will take it from there. I wasn't making fun of you. I was basically telling you, say, I have nothing against you. Your confidence and your ability to understand that you cannot live in a life and defend, that is what is making me try to let people understand it should send a lot of message out there. Yeah. I will do it. And I'm promising you that. I'll do it. I'll get you a car. And I'll get you a car that is paid off. I'll get you a car that you will not pay a dime. I'll get you a car that you take as your own, that you will not have to pay any month and say, every month I'm paying Kevin Tia half mommy and I'm Tia. No, I'll get you a car that will be yours. That it will be yours that untia a dime about on. Then you can use to also build. Very important. Inti, I also wanted to tell you this. I wasn't laughing at you or anything. No. Sometimes, because the way I'm meeting me can't say me a man for and say, oh, Kevin is making fun of this person. No, that's not it. But this is a serious thing for me. And I've given it serious thought. I've discussed this. I've thought through this. And we have to be Ghanaians. We have to be family. We have to love people. We have to understand them. We have to put ourselves in people's situation. That's all that we need to do. We don't need to do much. We don't have to do too much. I'm not a billionaire. I'm not a millionaire. But at least I'm good. So I just want to tell Nana Yaa Brefo, say, I'll do it. Just expect a call. And then when I get to know the state you are in, DMV, 3 states together, right? When I get to know the state you are in, that is how I can basically pin where to get the car from, and then you will come in for the paperwork to be done legitimately, everything in your name. Then you can take over from there. So no big deal, no wahala. We will try and help each other. We will try and make things work. So after this short break, gim. And I yanko straight. Okay, team, stay with me. Now, a year, and what we know, and then the President of the Republic on the 27th of this month, President John Dramani Mahama will be delivering the State of the Nation address Friday 27th. And we all know this is his second State of the Nation. And so Obiti Ghana said, only he or she still hasn't seen what the president and this government they have done. The president will be coming on our TVs. He'll be speaking from Parliament. Obeti Ghana for the now by way so far they have done. And if anybody has any contrary view or evidence against what the president will say on that day, that person can do it after the president does it. Ghana 4 will hear one of the best State of the Nation's address. John Dramani Mahama has nothing to lose, but he has a lot to do to preserve. And what he needs to do is what he's doing. And is to make sure, say, Ghana na, or fast, Ghana no. He needs to leave Ghana in a shape we will never forget John Mahama. Whether he's going to be president for 21 years, 10 years, 4 years, 8 years, 30 years, 40 years, he is going to leave a marker in the history of the Republic of Ghana. We will never forget John Mahama like the way we have never forgotten Kwame Nkrumah. Inti, this is going to be one of the best State of the Nation you ever hear. And it's going to be practical. It is going to be evidential. It is going to be factual. It is not going to be a State of the Nation where it is cosmetic. This is going to be, I have done this. We have done this. You can see this. This has been delivered. This is the kind of State of the Nation you will be hearing. You will be hearing a State of the Nation whereby it's accomplishment. The tagline will be accomplishment and still accomplishing. And because John Mahama and the NDC, I'm catch the Ghana for say, I'm person be Ghana. And so far, it's not been rosary, but comparatively, I'm talking about government Abano. This government has done extremely well. This is a government that came to meet a country that was on its knees. Na ebunko toje, na ekurano collapse. But this president and this government, about power, one thing they have avoided is to blame their predecessors. At a point, they had the right to do it, but they never did it. Edwin Pempen so binanka was NDC for statement in Yinaye and MPP 4 years say and MPP 4 years say. They came to inherit a government, a nation that every single sector had already been collapsed totally. And they say Cocoa Board needs over 30 billion to be on its knees. Where did that start from? Who can inherit such debt and try and turn things around? That is what we are talking about. It's leadership. At a point in our history, Nana Yaa Brefo say, he knows the country has collapsed. We should wait for a new leader to come and resurrect the nation. a certain president made that statement to Ghanaians and said, we know we have failed, but he believes say a new president will come and make things happen. So at a point, Ekufuado Kache said they could not deliver. They have failed on any bawumiane concert for nina. And it's so interesting that Adebia Uhuna and Ekufuado na eye Adebia Asebia today Sadiano has life. You can start from anywhere. Adebia na we are Ghana Nibia and Bawumiane Ekufuado na Sadiano collapse no. Today that thing has life. Ebia enya that full life, but you can see say where those things were. Any baby you doing there no. Every single thing today has life. And that is what we call governance, building, resurrecting, surviving, making a nation, putting it together to become a nation you want to run. That is what this man and his government, they have done. You can pick sector by sector. And when you sit back and you reflect, you'll be like, this is quite interesting. Sector by sector. Life. John Mahaman and Abai Ahume and sector by sector. Some as original so Ebimo are still getting up. Ebimo are just up there and running. That is what we call. We are in this country, and then when you pick sector by sector, sit back and reflect. Sector bang, and it has not been touched in this country. Ekufuado no baumia ejaya omoseno. That is leadership. That is boldness. Let's go to the energy sector. See where it was. At a point, we knew the country had been run down. The energy sector was done. Today, Tor is running, and the Jandambium Denam Tor is shut down. Tor is even opening its production to 45,000 barrels. Tor is running. So see the energy sector, the debt that was incurred over 8 years. Over 82 billion. Today, IPPs, independent power producers, they have sat with government, negotiated. They are helping us. We are helping them. We are building. Nana Yaa Brefo, they took our energy sector and see our IMF that every quarter, also light bill kosro, also water bill kosro. These people had to sit, negotiate, and try and find a way to make it work. Get fund. Get fund. We could not expand our basic schools. We could not expand our senior high schools. We could not expand our tertiary institutions because every money that went into get fund, so we could not do anything. Today, it has been uncapped. That is government. We are talking about NHIA. The amount of debts MPP by inherit, NDC inherit here. Today, NHIA, under the leadership of the director of NHIA, 90% or almost 100% of the debts they came to inherit, they have cut it off. That is bold leadership. We are talking about bold leadership. Hospitals that were left to rot. Today you see the health minister personally entering hospitals unannounced, looking at issues, delivering medical equipment, making sure our health facilities, as we are building. The country not saying. And I want to draw your attention to the state of the nation you are going to hear. It is going to be accomplishment and accomplishing. It is not we did and we want to. This is accomplishment. On the 27th of February, you will hear that. Which sector hasn't seen any kind of life? This is a government that has blown life into every sector. And I'm not saying, it is rosary everywhere. No, it does not work like that. This is governance. Especially when you inherit a country where it's debt to GDP. When you inherit a country where its inflation was around 54%. The least was around 23%. And today you are talking about a single digit under 2 years. That is something that does not happen normally anywhere in the world. We are talking about a country where a government that inherited interest rate in double digits. Today, interest rate is rallying around single digit. That's what we are talking about. We can't even forget where the dollar was. 1787, almost $18. A dollar to a cedi. Today we are talking about dollar regularized and stuck at 10.11. It can't even move. The dollar is stuck at 10 and 11. It can't even move. It's there. This is the stability a businessman needs. This is stability that an economy needs. This is the stability that foreign investors need. They need to see stability in your currency. When you don't have stability in your currency, there's no trust in your economy. And that is what the Bank of Ghana governor, the finance minister, the president of the republic, and this government as a whole, they have worked hard to achieve. It is not a joke. This is pure governance. So we should not sit here and make it look like, say, anybody can just do this. No, don't